Hi friends, welcome to Aishusdiy. Today in this video we will learn how to make this beautiful earrings. It's a Pinterest inspired earrings that I came up with, and I really like it. It's like a statement earring. At the same time, it's not too jazzy. It all depends upon the color combination and the beads that you choose, I guess. So it's more like a silvery one. You can do this in copper, you can do this in bronze, whichever color you want. And I think it's really pretty and it's very versatile. You can make the same for a pendant. So you can have the earrings and the pendant of the same size, or you can just create a slightly bigger piece than this to create your own pendant. So whenever you are doing it big, you have to add additional beads, and then the chain below and above will be a little bit more and stuff like that. You just have to tweak the design a little bit more. So for this project, what you need is ear wires, two ear wires. I have here the plain old French ear wire, some chain. So you don't need a lot. You will need five to 10 links on the top, 10 links on the bottom, totally 20 links for both the earrings, and then some beads. So I have here some smooth metallic round beads. This is from this box, and I got this set from BB Craft, and I have a stainless steel version of it in a miniature size. And I have these two. You don't have to have these. You can replace these beads with whatever beads you have. Some jump rings. I have here some stainless steel jump rings. So I'm mixing and matching stainless steel and white, bright silver. You don't have to do it. You can go with single tone. I didn't have much of the beads that I was looking for, so I had used whatever I had. So I had to mix two metals together. I have a pearl bead, just one pearl bead. I have it in the center of this earrings, if you look at it. And some of these beads, these are checklets roundel beads, 6 millimeter truck beads they call. It came like this is the strand, this is the original strand that I got. And I used three colors in that, which is not these two. And let me see what color I'm using it here. So a pink, a purple, and um, the topaz color. So this one right here, um, not this one, the pink, this one, and the purple. So this was the color I used. So you can use any colors you want. So I didn't want to go out of the um really out, just way too contrast. I wanted to keep it simple. So I have these three colors which I prefer. It's nice. And then I have a drop with the green color because I thought darker color looks nice when it is a focal in the bottom. So I use these, but you can always replace your colors with whatever colors you have, and you can actually have bright colors as well. So again, so these are the colors that I'm going to use. So I will move all of these colors that I don't want to use. So here we go, and then I need a pink. Okay, well, so there we go. These are the beads that we are going to use. These ones I will save it for another project. And then a 6 millimeter smooth round pink pearl and bunch of spacer beads. You don't have to use the same spacer beads. You need a lot of head pins and two eye pins for the drop that I created here. And then tools wise, you need nylon jaw pliers, wire cutters, round nose pliers, flat nose pliers. If you are using if it is easy for you to open and close a jump ring, you need a bent nose pliers as well. That's what I normally use. I prefer, I feel very comfortable with. To open and close a jump ring, it's always two pliers for me, and one is bent nose pliers. So I like to straighten all my eye pins because sometimes they are not of the proper size. And for this project, you want your head eye pin to be straight. That's what makes the project nice. So please take your time and straighten your eye pin first. That's the first thing that you're gonna do. Okay, and then now we shall move. So this is a simple project, it's not a complicated one, but once you get everything together is the one which is a challenge, I believe. So that's going to be a challenge, but it is a very simple challenge, that's what I would say. So first of all, I would take a head pin, okay, and then first I will create these ladders. I call it ladders. So I create these ladders. So I combined all of these beads just because they are fitting, the length is exact. If you want to measure the length of this, so it's like 2 centimeters to be exact. So I mix and match the beads and my spacers to fit that 2 centimeter. That's the criteria that I was looking forward for. So that's all I did. So that took some time. Don't get discouraged by it. It took some time, but it is workable. So I added the bead. I'm going to create the bottom ladder, which is these 3 beads right here. I added these beads. I want the loop to be same. If it is horizontal like this, I need this to be horizontal as well. So just make sure about that, because you are going to add it to uh, another eye pin. I want the loop to be facing the same side, if that's more accurate and appropriate to tell. Okay, now my loop needs to be made. I just eyeball it. If the loop becomes big, I cut a little bit more and do it, but that looks good for me. The next one is this bead right here. So all these 3 beads, you can choose not to use beads, or you can use seed beads if you want. You can mix and match whatever beads you have available at your disposal, and then snip off a little bit, about a centimeter, less than a centimeter or so, and then just take it and roll it to make a basic loop or a simple loop, whichever you can call. So that's it. So second ladder is done, and then I'm going to create the third one, which is this one right here. So for this I need a metallic bead. This is really pretty, as you can see. It has small indentations on that. So, and then this spacer, just to get the 2 centimeter length. That's all I was aiming forward for. Then whenever you are using metallic spacer beads, that becomes a little bit of a difficult thing, because some occupies a lot more space than the other. So just be mindful of that. First sit down and figure that out, and then jump onto the project. You can mix and match with some seed beads and stuff like that, just to give it a little bit more length. You can always do that. So the next one is this again. I really like this truck beads. I wanted to use in a project, and I will probably make a bracelet or so, because I have only one more strand left to match this earrings, or I'll make one big gigantic pendant. I haven't decided yet. So the fourth ladder is done. Take one more, the last one, and for that I'm loading in 3 spacer beads and doing the same, bending the wire to 90 degrees and snipping it off about a centimeter or so, taking a round nose pliers and making a loop. How to make a basic loop, I have a video in my channel if you want to go ahead and take a look at it. So we have created all these 5 ladders, I would call this. I'm going to call this earrings ladder earrings. I really like it. Ladder earrings, or I don't know, I think ladder sounds good. Okay, now all you need to do is load your head pin with all of these. I start with one of the ladders that we created, and then I am going to start with the spacer bead. This one is a 1 millimeter spacer bead. So this one has a flat surface, right? So it turns like this or like that, and it need a little bit more space than just the metal spaces. That's why I'm adding this small one, just for that row, to cover the distance. I want it to be able to move, otherwise it is tight and just stays like this horizontally rather than vertical, flat like that. Okay, I guess I'm making sense. And then load the next one. Okay, and now one of this 4 millimeter round smooth bright silver spacer bead, and then one of this next ladder, then again one 4 millimeter spacer bead, and then one of this next ladder. And now to the final segment, I needed the small spacer beads. This one is a little bit closed. Let me take another 2. Okay, plenty here. Okay, even though this is a 1 millimeter spacer, it has a hole big enough for it to go through this head pin, so it's pretty good. I really like it. Oops, I dropped that one. Need to pick that up later. I hope I have it. Okay, there we go. So making sure everything is in place, and the final one I have to add, and that's about it. Okay, and then what you're going to do is, I'm just going to keep this flat, this loop flat like that, and then I am going to take my needle nose pliers or tweezer nose pliers in my case and bend it to 90 degrees and snip off about a centimeter, and then take your round nose pliers and make a loop. Make sure your loop is closed completely, that's important. So one side is done. So we are going to do the next side. The next side is also easy. Just add the head pin to the first ladder, then add a 1 millimeter metallic bead, a 4 millimeter metallic bead, and then again a 1 millimeter metallic bead. Then add it to the next ladder bead right here, and then take a metallic bead followed by the next. Just flip it over and move this down and add it to it. Okay, then the next metallic bead, then flip this over and add it. The next metallic, okay, this is the last one, so we need to add the small ones first, the 1 millimeter one, and then a metallic bead, again a 1 millimeter metallic bead. These are spacers. The spacers are really, really pretty. I love the spacer beads. Okay, there we go. One more to go. Just push this in the back if it is not reaching, and then you should be able to put it in the last one. That's it, we are done. Now again, keep this loop flat and then hold it like that, and then bend it to 90 degrees outwards. I prefer that to be easy, and then snip off the wire a little bit. Take your round nose pliers and make a loop. Make sure your loop is closed. We are done with this ladder. Essentially, all we need to do is add some chain and we are good to go. So make sure these two are on the same. Just tidying it a bit so it's uniform. Now we are done with the spaces and stuff. So it's the chain part. So the chain, you need 5 links and 10 links in the bottom, 5 links this side, 5 links that side, connected by a jump ring. It's the same for the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to count 5 links. 1 2 3 4 5, and this is the link that I need to remove. So you can either cut it or you can remove it, because these chains are normally open jump rings kind of a thing. See here, you can actually open this loop. There we go. There we go. See, this loop you still get. So that's one 5 link chain, and then I'm gonna do the other. From this side, so you see 3 4 5, and this is the link I need to open up. Okay, looks pretty much closed. I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm just going to snip this off. Okay, the other link is done, and 2 more. So 1 2 3 4 5. Make sure you have 5 full links, then snip off the rest. And then 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, we have 4 of the 5 links that we need. Now all we need to do is take a jump ring with your pliers, open up a jump ring and add the link, 2 links in it, then keep it right here. Now we shall add our dangle. So take your head pin. I'm using a ball head pin. You can use any head pin you want. I'm just putting this bead. I just want one bead to be a drop. I just put my round nose pliers on top, bend it to 90 degrees, reposition my pliers. I'm doing a wrap loop, and then bring it around, then take it to the side, and then wrap it around. When you are finished wrapping, you can either tuck in the tail or you can snip off the tail and then tuck in the little bit of the thing. Okay, I'm also going to snip off just a tad bit right there. Okay, good. And now I'm going to take off one link. I'm going to add this drop here and then another link, and then take my jump ring and close. Okay, now we have this. So this down part. Now what we need to do is open up the loop here and here, the one that's vertical in our earring. Open it up just like how you would open a jump ring. Add the end of the link to it, one end of the link, the other end is connected to the jump ring. So do the same the other side too. Open your loop, in the vertical head eye pin, then add this chain to this. There we go. Okay, our bottom part is done. Now the top part, if you want, you can do it this way too. Just open up this eye pin first, add one link to this eye pin, that's easy for you, and then close this loop. Do the same the other side, open up the link, add the next chain link, the 5 link chain to this, and then close it. Okay, now we have this. Now what we need to do is take a jump ring, just like so. I'm using a bent nose plier and a tweezer nose pliers to open and close a jump ring, because that's what is easy for me. Add the other end of the link, chain link to the jump ring, and then your ear wire. So I'm gonna add my ear wire to this side, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up this chain link and add the final link to the jump ring. So if it's hard for you to add the ear wire now, you can add it later, doesn't matter. Okay, close the jump ring, make sure it's nice and closed, and we have our earrings ready and done. How easy is this? It's not a difficult project at all. At the same time, it makes a nice statement earrings. So here we go, our earrings are nice and pretty. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon for notification. I do upload videos every day, almost every day. It comes around 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.